All right, today we're going to do something a little bit different here. I got asked to make a Christmas present for a grandchild. So I'm going to make him a little stool. This is kind of the prototype I was working at. Top is done. So this is for him. Valen, I don't know. Top is done. So I'm going to explain really quick how the top was made. Now you can make this whole thing out of less than a 2x4 if you laminate the top. I just used a 2x10. I just took the can, put it on the corners, drew the line. I didn't actually cut them off. I ground them off with a disc sander. And then I put a round over all the way around, sanded it. There you go, top, good to go. But this is why I wanted to do this. I built this and I'm gonna make this a little bit better. This gives us an opportunity to do a really cheap project and maybe advance our woodworking skills a little bit with no real risk involved. And because you can see these are blade legs, tapered legs, whatever you wanna call them. So real quick, we're gonna make these cuts and then I'm gonna show you how to put it together. I'm going to show you why I changed my mind about this. I wanted a little bit more beef here because I don't want the thing to do the splits because it's not quite as rock solid as I'd like. So anyway, having said that, this is a piece that I cut off, which is going to be 3 feet of a 2x4. Okay, over to the table saw. Hey there, future Greg here. I just wanted to let you know that at the end of this video, we're going to put in kind of a special announcement as to what we're doing in the future. Okay, thanks, back to the video. Okay, so we got our table saw set to 1.5 inches because we're going to make a 2x2 out of this. 1.5 by 1.5. Okay, so we'll see how I feel about this, but I feel like I'm going to use this for the skirts. Might knock it down a little bit, but we'll see. Anyway, for right now, we'll cut this into the legs. Okay, so this is where the fun begins. We're going to do a beveled miter cut. So I am going to loosen the back of the saw here. Okay, so we're going to tilt the saw to 8 degrees. Then we're going to miter it to 8 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to make my first cut here. Now you can make this whatever dimension you want. I am going to make it 8.5 inches from long point to the short point there. It's going to go like that. Okay, so I'm going to basically line my blade up with my mark. Doesn't have to be precise because we're going to put a stop block in here to make sure we continue to have it precise. So I'm just going to put that like that. Okay, here we go. So we're going to cut 4 pieces exactly the same. Make sure the blade stops all the way before you do that because we got it pinched in there. And we're not going to turn anything. We're just quite simply going to do this. Oh, now what are you going to say? How are you going to do this without being unsafe, Greg? I know what I'm doing. Okay, there is our legs done. And here is our other piece. So right now this is going to be 1 inch and 7/8, which makes sense to take the blade curve. Okay, so I'm gonna rip this down to 1 3/4. So I'm gonna take a little bit more off of it, just a little chunkier than what I'd like it to be. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn it this way, and I'm going to tilt the blade to our 8 degrees. I'm gonna move the fence over so that the blade is going to come out top corner here. Just need to eyeball it. Okay, now that's going to compensate for our angle there. So now I need to cut these on the miter saw. Okay, so now I'm going to put my saw back to 90 degrees or 0. And I'm going to keep the 8 degrees on there. So I want to go 9.5 inches long point to long point. And the long point is on the bottom, which is going to be the fat end here. So I don't know if you can tell on camera, but our slant is going down this way. So now I'm going to spin the saw over to 8 the other way, measure over our 9.5. Okay, go back the other way. Okay, now on this one I'm going to go 5 1/4. Okay. There's our 4 pieces. Okay, so I've got them all. So the flat side is down and the tapered side is here, so we know that this is going to be the front. So I'm going to flip each one of them like this, and we're going to put a pocket hole on each side of each of them. So I'm just going along with the angle here, and I'm going about halfway. So I'm only going to put one in, and we're going to use adhesive to compensate for the other. Okay, now I'm going to sand everything up off camera, and then when we come back, we'll put it together. Okay, so you got to try to figure this out here. So we're going to put the leg down here, so it's sitting flat, which means that it's going to be like this, and the other one's going to be like this. So this piece is going to go in here like this. And the reason why we cut that 8 degrees so we can put it in there a little bit, it's going to be a little weird on the inside, but you're never going to see that. Okay, so we know we're doing it like this. So I haven't used this in a while. Let's see how well this wants to work. Now I'm using this instead of wood glue because it's end grain, and this is going to grab a lot better. Okay, I may have put a little bit more adhesive on there than I needed, so I'm going to lighten it up a little bit this time. That's how that one's going to go together. Now we're doing these ends first because it's much easier to get the drill in here without having the boards in the way. Okay, so we've done that. So now we're going to do the same thing again. Okay, so we got the ends together, so now we're going to put in the middle parts. Now if you don't want to use the adhesive, you can do double screws. I just didn't want to split the boards because we're right near the top. Okay, now when you're doing this, don't mind that it's squeezing out and that you can kind of turn these a little bit. Not to worry yet, we got to get it together first and then we will deal with that. Okay, and this is why we did the ends first, because now we are going to have to use our angle attachment to get in there. And you would have a real hard time doing it in there, right? Okay, that was a bit of a pain, but got her together. Okay, so now I'm just going to make sure it sits nice and flat because this is my one nice, really flat surface. Okay, so if you're using wood glue, definitely get it off there sooner than later. But with this stuff, let it dry for a couple hours, and then I'm just going to get a scraper and it'll peel right off. But don't let it harden because you'll never get it off if you do that. That's going to make this thing rock solid. So I'm also going to make sure I got everything kind of turned in the right position here while it hardens. Okay, so here we are. I stained it last night, dark walnut, after I scraped off the adhesive, and yeah, it took about 2 hours before it was ready to scrape off. And so now everything's nice and rock solid. I'm going to get ready to put the top on. And what I'm going to do, I just want to give it a little bit of extra strength, is I'm going to put dowels in the legs about here, because I want as much support up here as possible, but like I said, I can't riddle it full of screws because it's gonna split the wood. So I figure this way, at least if it's got that, then the top is gonna hold it all together. So use my drill block, get this. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it to make sure, I go just deep enough. I'm kind of gonna go about right here, that way I'm away from the screws. We got that much thickness to work with, so we're okay. Okay, we're gonna stick our pins in there. I don't know if you can see the sheen on it, but I did put polyurethane all the way around. I just haven't done the top yet because I'm going to do that after it's on, but I went all the way around the bottom. That way it's all sealed up so it can't get an uneven amount of moisture in there. Okay, so I got marked where I want it on here. So I'm just going to flip this over and line up the marks. I marked it so it's, equal all the way around. Okay, so if you saw the way I took that off, I'm just going to go like this. That way when I go to put it back on, I have it the right way. Okay, now don't just stop here and let the glue dry because then they won't line up. So you gotta keep on going with the assembly here. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a piece of tape and mark my drill bit here so I don't go through the top and really make myself have a bad day. Just make sure everything fits. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna put in two 2.5-inch deck screws. So I'm gonna drill a pilot hole the size of the head, 5/16. Because I have pocket hole screws there, so I'm just gonna put one there and one there. Maybe I'll put one there and there, we'll see. A little overkill, but I want this thing to last this young man a long time. Okay, so I have an 1/8 of an inch brad point here. So I had to do the bigger one first because it's really hard to do the bigger one after. Make sure I have enough depth here. There's no chance that I can possibly go through the other side, so that's good. I have fun cleaning off all this because it's still a little sticky. But that's off-camera Greg's problem. Okay, so finished, gonna be polyurethane. Now ordinarily for furniture I'll use polyacrylic because it's water-based, it dries fast, it's clear. But obviously this is gonna be stepped on every day. So we're going to use the super hard polyurethane. So if you're wondering what this is called, it's called a milk stool. So originally used for milking cows, imagine that. And now used for young children brushing their teeth. Do not try to do both things at the same time. It would be very unpleasant. Okay, so one thing I did not give you is the dimension for the top. The top is 15 inches by 9 1/4. It's like 9 1/8 because this is a 2x10. Okay, so like I said before, if you want to make this out of just one 2x4, then do something like this where you laminate the boards together and then get your top. So I could have made the top out of this too. And yeah, that's a great project for you to do if you're getting into woodworking because now you're doing something a little bit more advanced, but not complicated and no real risk involved. Okay, well, I guess that's all there is to it. I'm just going to, like I said, I'm going to put 3 coats of polyurethane on this, sanding between coats. And I got to get ready to ship out to hopefully get to its destination before Christmas. And today is December 18th, so it's going to be close. Okay, so we've had a couple days doing other things, but I managed to get the top coat on here. So it's 3 coats of polyurethane. And today's December 22nd, so we're going to ship it out this afternoon and hopefully it gets there in time for Valen. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to link to our mission statement video for our Little River DIY channel. We have the hours watched. We need some subscribers to get to 1,000 so we can get monetized. We're going to do a bunch of woodworking stuff over there as well. I'm going to explain that in the mission statement. So we're going to do more of the interior, fancier stuff on this channel and more of the planters and benches and all kinds of random other stuff over there. So please check that out and help us. Okay, thanks for watching and click that box right there.